and I am excited, although I would rather be still on vacation. I'm just being honest. This came so quickly, 2 weeks, so fast. I don't even know what hit us. But anyway, you know what to do. As you know, all the algorithms are being like bombarded, boggled, and all that, garbled. And it is your job and it is our responsibility to get this information out so that we can achieve the life of our dreams. So today we're going to talk about the new year, new mindset. So fasten your seatbelts. It's time to learn and grow together. Let's get in the moment. It's time to dance. Here we go.
It's time to record.
Record. Here we go. Let's do it.
The Lillian McDermott Show.
We love, we fear, bridges we burn, we make mistakes, then we live and learn. When life gets tough, and it seems like your best ain't good enough. If you're in need of hope, you know where I'll be right here, right here. And when you need a friend, you can count on me. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
This is the place you can always turn to when you need a friend. The Lillian McDermott Show. To reach out to Lillian, visit her on the web at whenyouneedafriend.com. Now let's all learn together. Here's Lillian McDermott.
Hello, my listening and viewing friend. It's so nice we can meet each other on the air on this beautiful best day ever. And for those of you who are tuning into the classroom for the first time, or maybe this is your, 10th year watching the classroom, I want to tell you both of you, Happy New Year. I've been waiting for you. This is a safe place where you can go to when you need a friend. It is my commitment to provide alternative ways to heal, and it is my mission to make awareness, responsibility, and truth a part of our everyday life. And I hope you, my listening, as well as my viewing friend, will feel empowered to embrace a new truth and live the life of your dreams. Now, I don't know, can you guys hear me? Because I am seeing that you guys are getting closed captioning. So I don't know if you guys, I don't even see, Robert, that you have put in anything in there. So I just want to make sure that all of you can hear me, and that, so if you are out there listening, please let me know that you can hear me. And that way we don't waste a whole hour miming. So let me see. So are you guys there? Can you hear me? Let me make sure. Is it crickets? I know you guys are watching. Come on. Be the first one. You'll get a little prize. I don't know. I'll get you a little prize or something. So let me know if you can hear.
There was a comment on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't see the comments. You see, here we go. Here we go. So can you hear me?
Well,
so
they're wishing you Happy New Year. So they're responding to you.
Yes. Okay. So yes. Okay. I'm loving Okinawa. Is that where you're from, Thomas? Oh my gosh, I can hear. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for confirming. I knew you were out there. You see, I'm not just doing this for myself. I'm doing this for all of us. And today is the first class of the year. Are you in your chairs? Are you in the front row seat? Are you taking notes? Are you ready to listen to this over and over and over again? You know, it's the new year, and I want to really talk about mindset. The mindset of the new year, a Monday, the mindset of the beginning of the month, as opposed to the middle of the day, the middle of the week, the middle of the month. This is a brand new start for many of us. But, you know, anytime, new baby, new car, new shoes, new clothes, new boyfriend, new lover, whatever it is, new makes everything so shiny and so, desirable. But can we create that mindset every day of the week, whether it's not the best day of your life? Maybe it's not the best season of your life. But how can we? And I wrote an article about this a while ago, and it was all about something happens to our brain on December 31st at midnight. Heck, something happens to our brain prior to that and after that. It's like after the new year, after the month, after Monday, after whatever. We have this mindset that we can only change if these parameters are happening. So what if every moment of your life was a new moment? What if every moment of your life, you could actually do a countdown? I just had a horrible time, and now I'm going to have a much better time. And so I'm going to count it down. I'm going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy new moment. Happy new anything. So today we're going to be talking about the mindset. And so I want to challenge you. What is your mindset for this new year? Have you written down any goals? Not resolutions, goals. Resolution is like the word diet. Resolution is like, I want to look good, so I want to tell you what I got planned, but I have no intention of following this. That's a resolution. I think it was like 93% of people that make resolutions do not keep them. 93%. So again, that shift of mindset. Instead of resolution, how about commitment? Also, instead of diet, I'm going to start my diet on Monday. No, next Monday. No, the following Monday. And those are the things that we do to ourselves. We're constantly giving ourselves lines in the sand. Cross it, and you erase it, cross it, and erase the line, make a new line. Those are the games we play with ourselves, or for ourselves, or to ourselves, or whatever it is. But we're not being honest with ourselves. We create everybody else is doing these things to us. Like someone sabotaged me, or this person sabotaged me. But who picked those people? Who picked those people to be around you? Is you pick them. So ultimately it falls back on the individual. So if I want to if I want to release weight and I want to go on a diet, that's just temporary. So what's going to happen after you release the weight? You're going to go back to what you were doing before? So instead of diet, just like instead of resolution, and you use commitment, instead of diet, it would be a lifestyle change. So how many of you watching today are committing to lifestyle changes? I'm not saying until the end of the month, or until I release a few pounds, or until I get a new boyfriend. I'm saying, how long is that lifestyle change for? What do you want to achieve at the end of your goal? Are you want to go back again and sabotage yourself, and so that you can release the same 10 pounds, the same 30 pounds, the same 50 pounds forever and ever and ever? Well, as you know, Dr. Furman says that it's worse for you to lose and gain and lose and gain and lose and gain than for you to maintain to, that one time that you do this. So these are some warning signs. And so the last class of the year that I did, we talked about staying in the moment. And you can go back and watch that class. And it was about making commitments to remain present, developing a system of reminders to remain present. So use your calendar on your phone. Become aware of your body. How am I feeling right now? What can I do different? Remain conscious of your thoughts, keep them positive. Many times that 80% of our thoughts that were the same thought that we did the day before, those are 90% of your thoughts are repetitive. They're not new. And so 80% of those thoughts are negative. And so as you go back and you start thinking, man, my thoughts have been negative for a long time, I need to start becoming aware of these thoughts and how they affect me. They affect how I view the world. They affect how I interact with people. And then becoming aware of your surroundings puts you in the moment. Dancing puts you in the moment. That's why we dance at the beginning of the class. It's so that you can just leave behind all the crap that's behind us. When I sit in this chair and I am bopping my head or getting the class ready so that we can get started to learn our lessons for the day, I am focused on you. I am focused on whatever God plants in my heart at the moment. I mean, I wasn't planning on talking about all of this. I actually had other things to talk about. I just happened to have that. And then enjoy being where you are. So check out the last class I did with you guys. It was, I think, the 16th. I'm not sure. But I went ahead and the 15th. It was on the 15th. So check it out because, those are great reminders that we are in control. It's kind of an illusion, but we are in control of not what others do to us, but how we respond to others. And so as I was, going through the holidays and being busy and having all the, all the stress of travel, and I'm going to say stress because I usually don't like using words like stress, but good stress, bad stress, it's all stress. And travel is stressful to the body between having to be there on time. Is the plane going to arrive okay? Having to go through all the checking points and getting frisked. I had a bun on the top of my head with some bobby pins. And let me tell you, I'll never do that again, because apparently that must have been where I held my weapon or something. But I had to prove to them that I had bobby pins. I could not do anything with it. But, all that is stressful on our body. And it's really good to remind ourselves that we are where we're at and it's okay. Whether they're frisking me or I'm in the shuttle or on the plane or hugging my mother-in-law or my parents or my children, whatever, enjoy where you're at. So those were the tips on staying in the moment. And I share them on the 15th of December. I can't believe it's January 4th today. And today, I wanted to talk to you about something that's been a reoccurring theme as we have, as I was preparing for today's class. And you can tell me if there's anything going on with you that you want to share with me, maybe a show that you would like or a class that you would like for us to do so that it might help you do better in the way you're dealing with things. Different, new, challenging, different ways that you can face head on what is coming, what is ahead of you. I notice that there's a lot of gloom and doom, especially the people that listen to this class. They're also listening to other people. Many of these people you have met here in the classroom that are talking about the predictions of 2022. And there's a lot of people right now that are depressed. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking with Dr. Day because, how do you make decisions in a world that is full of gloom and doom? Is that your life right now? Are you on the precipice of something different and new? Are you looking down and you're afraid to make that leap? Is the gloom and doom here now? Or is it in your head? Is it in your fear? Is it in reality? So I have had so many people tell me that they're concerned about, their friends and family, that they're concerned that they're going to die, that they're concerned that they took the jab, that they're concerned that they did this or that. Those concerns are now permeating in your body, just like any concern I might have would be permeating in the body. But here's what's happening. The body does not know if it's happening now or if it happened 100 years ago. It doesn't distinguish the difference between the two. It believes it's happening now. The body doesn't know if it's fact or fiction, true or false. It doesn't know who you're angry with. It only assumes it is angry with you. The brain and the body work beautifully together if we allow it to work beautifully together. And that awareness of whatever those thoughts are in your mind are going to impact the way you feel. And yes, somebody might say, well, you just don't know how I feel. You're right. I do not know how you feel. Neither do you know how I feel. And neither do you know how sad I might be right now. Does it matter? Does it matter if I am like the saddest I've ever been in my life right now? It doesn't. It doesn't to you because you don't know any better. But this is what we do know, that right now, you and I are having a conversation, that you are listening, that we're, replying to one another, that hopefully that you're feeling my love and that you know that you are not alone. You are not alone. So if you are waiting for the other shoe to drop, I've got other things you can do in the meantime. And yes, we're going to be talking about that with Dr. Day tomorrow. But today, we're talking about how to really look at your life for what's happening right now. Not what's going to happen, not what could happen, not what might happen. So I received an email from someone I respect very much. They're a scientist as well, or not, I'm saying not like me, but I mean, as well. They're also a scientist. And they sent me a video that said 40% of people that are vaccinated have died. 40%? This is where I draw the line, guys. This is where I draw the line. I'm going to use my own math. Most of my friends, many of my friends, not most, let me just rephrase that. Many of my friends have taken the shot. Many of them. I have more than 40% of those people still alive. As a matter of fact, all of them are still alive. So I watched this video that is being watched by the millions. And I asked what the purpose of the video was. What's the purpose? What's the purpose of us sharing all this hypothetical situation? And that was the response. This is hypothetical. The numbers are lower than that, but this is hypothetically 40% of the people. My gosh, there's a 40% chance that my roof over my head is going to cave in. Hypothetically. Does that make it true? Remember, you're watching this stuff and your body is believing it. Your brain is not discerning. So we have got to be very careful with what we're putting into our mind. And if you are in a place right now where you're gloom and doom, and hey, it may happen, but it may take 50 years. It may take 5 years. In the meantime, all those thoughts are going to kill you before anything else does. So here's what I know And here's what I know. And I hope you can tell that there's a bit of passion with what I'm saying to you, because I truly believe that if you fear dying of cancer, and there's another person who doesn't even know they have cancer, the person who fears getting cancer will die before the person who has cancer who doesn't even know it. The one with fear will die first. This is scriptural, people. This is scriptural. It's not what you put into your mouth. It's what comes out of you. Your thoughts. And Jesus said to his disciples, you will do this and more. You will be able to heal and more. What's the this? What's the more? And I want you guys to embrace that for a moment instead of 40% chance of death. And this is where you go, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. Happy new moment. Happy new thought. Happy new thought. What good is it? So the reply of going back and forth was, well, you got to tell people the facts, what's going on. You know, you got to pick up your mat, sort of. That's my interpretation. You can't just eat candy and ask God to save you, right? No, you help educate people about diabetes, heart disease with facts. I mean, we have enough facts about that to be compelling. But what do you say to someone that you know has been given the shot? Oh, you're going to die in 40 days? Or here's how you can improve your immune system. Here's some classes from Lillian McDermott with Dr. Grammeth, with, Dr. Andrew Saul, with Dr. Levy. Oh, in fact, there's going to be a workshop with Dr. Levy on February 6th. Oh, in fact, if you're having emotional trauma, there's going to be a workshop with Dr. Bradley Nelson on January 29th in Cocoa Beach, Florida, live. And if you want to deal with your spirit, mind, and body and creating the life that you want, hey, here's a workshop with Lillian McDermott on January 14th, 15th, and 16th. That's how you help somebody. You don't tell them they're going to die, because they will. They will. Because our mind is that powerful. Our mind is that powerful. And if you've heard anything in the classroom, or if you never hear anything else in the classroom, know this, that your thoughts filter your reality. Your thoughts filter your reality. So I remember a long time ago, I asked Bruce Lipton, if we're only like 5%, 10% conscious, and from childhood, okay, let me just give you a little bit of, I'm sure you've heard this before. If you've been listening to the classroom for a long time, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown on the brain. And this is all science. This is not me making it up. You can look into it. You can go look at, Bruce Lipton's work, Biology of Belief. You can go to pubmed.gov. You can look at how crucial the thoughts are. So this is what happens from the moment you're born to the moment you're 7 years old. You are a human tape recorder. Now, I say 7, but depending emotionally, it could be more. And that could be, and these, whatever you record becomes your subconscious mind. Your first 7 years of your life, again, for me, it was 10 or more, because of lack of maturity, because of traumas in my life, because of whatever reason, it might be longer, but the average is 7. Okay. your human tape recorder, you're recording everything, and then those recordings then become your subconscious mind. Out of those repetitive thoughts that you have, the subconscious mind, 90% of them are repetitive. 80% of those thoughts are negative. And this is something we go into really in depth in the workshop, the I Am the Solution workshop, under the 14th, 15th, and 16th. And it's Christian based. So if you believe in a different God, that's okay. Just know that I believe in God and Jesus. And so we can still be a part of that as long as you respect this. That's all that matters. So anyway, now here are some facts about the brain. I've already told you how many of these repetitious. Only 10% you have room. You're conscious. This is when you're learning new things. This is when you're dancing. This is if you're right-handed, writing with your left hand. That's when you start becoming conscious. That's when you start learning how to drive. All of a sudden, once you when you learn how to drive and you're an expert driver, that becomes part of your subconscious now, because sometimes, and I don't know if this has happened to you, I asked my daughter this yesterday and she said it's never happened to her. Good for her, but for me, it happened. It used to happen quite a bit, which was, and I would be driving and all of a sudden I'd go, how did I get here? Where am I? Because my brain would shut down, my subconscious would take over. I was that tired. So that is how powerful our subconscious mind is. We don't even know it's working or it's functioning. And as I mentioned before, it doesn't know, the brain doesn't know fact from fiction. It happened today, yesterday, or the future. It doesn't know the time. It doesn't know truth or false. It doesn't know who you're angry with. It is just assumes it's you. So when you're cursing someone, your body is cursing you because it doesn't know that it's someone else you're upset with. So these are facts about the brain that once you embrace and you start working with, your life could absolutely change. And then you can become aware of these thoughts and then you go, oh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, happy new moment, happy new moment, happy new thought. So what is it that you want to accomplish today? What is it that you want to accomplish in your life that you can do differently to make right? So sometimes we have these limiting beliefs. I was having a conversation with Brooke, and Brooke was saying, because I was talking about this, what I was going to be talking about in the classroom today, and she said, she found herself thinking one way. And perhaps maybe that's how she felt and that's how she thought that one way. But then someone challenged her and she decided to just try it again, to try something different and new again. And before she knew it, she was having a ball. She was having a great time. Now, for me, I may look at that same situation and say, well, based on my past, because of this issue, I cannot do this, but I can still do it. I mean, I can still dance. I can still do this. I can still do all these other things. It may not be exactly the way. It may not be, the way you want me to do it, but I can do it this way. And all of a sudden, you're exploring a new way of doing something that you never even knew, or maybe you even thought you couldn't do. And it's just like the great philosopher Meatloaf, right? You've heard me quote the song before. I would do anything for fill in the blank, fill in the blank. What's in your blank? What would you do anything for? Health? Weight loss, which by the way is health. A new relationship? Save your relationship? A new career? What is it? But then the song says, but I won't do that. I want it, but I won't do that. So the question of the challenge of this mindset and mentality, this happy new you, happy new year, happy new mindset that everybody like is so shiny and new until February 2nd. February 2nd. What happens? We go back. It didn't work. I didn't like it. Didn't even try it. Sounded good. But what are you willing to do so that it's not just a concept? Are you ready? Are you ready to change whatever it is? Sometimes change, and by the way, if you're ready for a change, let me know. Let me know. 407-373-5959. Text me. Write it down below. Yes, I am ready for a change. What is the change that you want to see? What is the change that you want to see? And I'm going to read your whatever you're saying in a little bit. I just want to stay in the moment. I want to stay present with what is being planted in my heart right now. If you are ready for a change, here's a tip. You must do something different than what you were doing. Now, everybody will say, oh, but that's scary. It's scary to have to dive into the dating pool, or it's scary to try to find a new job. It's scary to work at your marriage. It's scary. Okay, so here's a new word. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy new word. Different, new, exciting. You substitute these words that bring you down. These words that really you think have no meaning, but they do. Your body listens and obeys. Your body listens and obeys. So, what are you willing to do? So, you can write down and declare. Write it down. Write it down right now. You can text me privately if you want. You can write it in the comments below. What do you want to change? Declare it. The first thing that you can do is to declare you want change. And like I started saying earlier, but I distracted myself, is sometimes the change is not within you that you need to change. Sometimes you just need to accept what is there. Maybe it's somebody else, right, that you're expecting to change. Don't wait till that somebody else changes for you to get what you want. If the situation in your life is that there's somebody in your life that's poking you in the eye, and not in a fun way like Dr. Lorraine Day, you can't change them. You just can't change them. But you can change the way you deal with them. And by changing the way you deal with them, then you can make choices for yourself. How many times have I heard someone say, I will go to your workshop, or I will do this lifestyle thing. Oh, and by the way, we're going to be doing a raw vegan challenge, a 1 month raw vegan challenge. I'm excited about that. We're getting all the team together so that we can look at different recipes and the mindset and all of that. But we're going to be doing that in February. So when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. When you look at it differently, maybe there's someone who's a problem in your life. Okay, let's eliminate that problem. Let's eliminate the problem. You can't kill them, right? No, don't encourage it. Just joking. They're there. And they're there to remind you of your humanity. They're there to remind you that you're flawed. They're there to remind you that you're not done with your personal growth. So how do you, because that's the thing. I've been told so many times, I will change when that person change. I will move when that person moves. I will this when that person that. No, doesn't work that way. Regardless of that, you will do this. Regardless of that, you will do this. Okay, let me rephrase that. So it sounds like we can say, repeat after me. No matter about this, I will do this. No matter the outcome, no matter the consequences, no matter this is what I want. I've prayed. I know this is the right thing. Now I need to establish a way to do it. How many of you are wanting your goal every year is to release weight? How many of you? Raise your hand, give me the thumbs up, do all that stuff. Text me, show me that is what it is for you. That's your release weight. What happens? Why is it the same goal every year? What causes that to be the same goal? Could it be that there's some form of sabotage? Well, we can blame our spouses, or we can say, okay, I need to establish that this is what I'm going to do. If anybody wants to come join me, they can do it. But these are my parameters by which I can be successful. I am going to surround myself with success. I am going to look at everything that I need to do to become successful. Does that mean I need to stop seeing my bonbon eating buddies? Maybe. If you want to stop drinking, you may need to stop going to the bar. No, you will need to stop going to the bar. You will need to change your friends. You will. And that's scary. Why? Because somewhere along the way, it is the ego that has taken over what you call your burden. And the ego will never let go of the burden. It will never let go of the burden. So that's what I'm encouraging you to do by going to a workshop, by listening to the classroom, by doing some changes. 1 hour, 3 days a week or 5 days a week does not create change. When we're talking about the I Am the Solution workshop, that's 17 hours, Friday to Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern time, all the way to Sunday at 6 or 7 p.m. Now, Saturday and Sunday, it's from noon to 6 or 7. You still have some time that you can have fun, but still you're working on yourself, not your spouse, not your friend, not your neighbor, not your boss. You're working on yourself. And you can dissect, why am I sabotaging myself and blaming others for my self-sabotage? And I'm telling you, once you get to that moment where you stop blaming anyone else for your lack of success, you will be free. You will be free. We focus on what we don't have. We focus on what we don't want. We focus on what we won't do. We focus on, I can't do that. I'm afraid of that. Those are the things we focus on. But what if we were to say, I know I did this, maybe last year, but I'm going to try it again. I'm going to do it again. But this time, I'm going to establish some clear expectations. I'm the type of person that if I don't want to eat a certain thing, I don't open the box. That box of whatever can be in my pantry forever and ever and ever. But the moment I open it, it calls my name. Lily, Lily, come eat me, come eat me. No. So don't buy it. If you're the type of person that can leave it in your pantry and not touch it for years, good for you. I'm the same way. It can rot there. I don't care. But if you know that the moment it is opened, that it's going to call your name and you can't eat just one. Why do you think they came up with that slogan? Because they formulated whatever it was so that you couldn't eat just one. Trust them when they tell you you can't eat just one. You know it. I know it. The neighbor knows it. Your dog knows it. Your dog is looking at you going, come on, just drop something for me here. The reality is this. You get to decide what you want 2022 to be like. What is it that you want? Let's see. Locus of control. You're the locus of, control is an illusion. I just looked down and I saw that. I need to get my little magnifying glass here. A baby is 27. My baby is 27 and I am carrying the extra weight. Oh my goodness, Sandra. That is not going to continue happening this year. Okay. So, the workshop that we do, we talk about health and nutrition and all of that. We dive into everything, spirit, mind, and body. I want to encourage all of you to consider going to the workshop on for the 14th, 15th, and 16th. The time is from the 6 p.m. Eastern time to around 7 p.m. We've had people from all over the world adjust their schedule so they can be a part of this workshop, and virtual workshop, by the way. So you don't have to drive, the commute is going to be from your bedroom to your computer or your phone or whatever. And so it's not that big as far as a commute goes or an investment. It's your self-investment, your self-worth investment. That's where it shines. And so Friday after work from 6 p.m. to about 6 to 10 p.m. on Friday night, which where we learn the basics. On Saturday is from noon to 6 or 7, depending on how much sharing there is. And then also Sunday, those are the same hours. That's when you really start making dents in your life. And I also want to encourage you to go to whenyouneedafriend.com. By the way, just go to whenyouneedafriend.com, check it out. There's lots of videos about what's happening. While you're at whenyouneedafriend.com, please make sure that you like and subscribe to the website and all the channels, especially BitChute and Odyssey, which is like herding cats or snails. I don't know, Odyssey especially, but BitChute and Odyssey, Facebook, go ahead and like them all. Because again, we're all running around going, okay, when's the other shoe going to drop? When's the other shoe going to drop? Enough, just enough. Enjoy the here, the now, which might be something different that you're going to hear tomorrow. And that's why it's important to be open to everything that you hear. And I want to encourage you to, check out all the different workshops that we're doing, all the different affiliates that we have, Dr. Jennifer Grameth, who is the only sponsor that I will have allowed so far, because I've decided I didn't want, the generosity of the people is basically what keeps this classroom afloat. So if you're considering donating or looking for a place to tithe, please consider the classroom for that. When you look at the affiliate programs, that's another way that you can donate to the classroom, whether it's organic beauty. And by the way, you get percentage off, whether it's pain management, health assurance, fitness, alternatives to pain. Check out my affiliates. And last but not least, like I said, you please consider, whether it's your time, your talent, your treasure, please considering helping grow the classroom. There is so much we don't know. And what I think we take for granted very often is how much we take for granted our life. We value a piece of meat, a piece of pie, more than our own health. We value what's happening with the Kardashians more than what's happening in your life. Do you realize that it's a distraction? It's a distraction to keep you from you, the God in you. And so why don't we just stop in 2022 and say, what I've done in the past isn't working. I love the fact that Sandra said for 27 years, she's been has the baby fat. 27 years. At what point do we stop and say, it's not baby fat? It's not. Why am I hurting myself? What can I do differently so that I find my worth again? And I'm not saying that you need to say that, Sandra, but I'm saying that that's what we all need to say to ourselves. What is it? Is it a closer relationship with God? Is it a closer walk with your spouse? Is it that you need to leave your spouse? Start over again. I mean, I've been told by so many people that they're married to a narcissist. That's not going to change. Eventually, the narcissist will crush you. Will crush you. And by the way, all of last year, most of last year, I'm not going to exaggerate, most of last year, I tried to find someone to talk about narcissism. It seems like it's the latest pointing the finger at, you're a narcissist, you're a narcissist. But the one who's calling you a narcissist might be the narcissist. So I have been looking all over for someone, and we have reached out to some of the best people. No reply. No reply. I'm thinking, this is a really hot topic. Why would they not reply? Anyway, neither here nor there. I really want to make 2022 the best year. The best year. And I wanted to go back and to my roots. What started my change, my growth, was being challenged to eat raw vegan for 1 month. A raw foodist came to the radio station, and he brought this food to people who didn't care about it. I didn't know I would like raw food. I didn't know I'd have a salad once in a while. I like salads, but not, nothing that I would want to have a salad for. These weren't salads. These were like masterpieces. It was unbelievable. And I told the guy, don't waste your time with these guys here. They don't care. They don't care. Come to my show. And that's when he challenged me on the show. And this is what happened, which, by the way, were the worst 2 weeks of my husband's life. He lost 10 pounds he didn't need to lose 10 pounds the first 2 weeks that I was trying to figure out how to make it things happen. I was raw vegan for 3 years. So here's what happened. 4 days after I started the challenge, I thought, I really feel good. But here's the deal. I didn't feel bad. I didn't know I could feel better. How many of you out there don't know you could feel better? So we're doing this challenge in February. We want to wait till everything is done with back-to-back workshops that we're doing with Dr. Bradley Nelson with the Emotion Code in Cocoa Beach, with Dr. Thomas Levy. I just want to make sure I can really focus. I don't want to be doing 3 or 4 things at once. I want to do this one thing and do it well. I want to invite all of you, if you want to be a part of this, of going raw vegan with me for 1 month, you need to email me at lily@whenyouneedafriend.com. That's lily@whenyouneedafriend.com. Here are some tips that I want to share with you. If you do want to make a change in your life, you got to be honest. Honesty, it's where it starts. You got to say to yourself these things. I'm not happy. That doesn't mean I'm a miserable person. I mean, I'm not happy with the situation. You could still have a wonderful life, but I'm not happy with the situation. You write the situation down. What are you willing to do? And when you're creating your path of how you're going to create this something different and new, you must figure out date. When is your deadline? How much are you going to do? By how much by when? You create all these goals and action items so that you can achieve this goal. You can join our group if you want to start being healthier and create something different for yourself by trying something, raw vegan. I love raw vegan. I ate raw vegan for 3 years and then I stopped. And I'm just like maybe 75% raw vegan, but the cooking food, is good. But this is just going to be a 1 month thing. It may be longer for me. I don't know. It may be longer for you. You might like it. But just consider it for now. Okay. So you create the action plans and then you're kind with yourself, not enable yourself. Not badger yourself. That's what we talk about in the workshop, the I Am the Solution workshop. If you want to make a change, you got to do something different. You got to be bold. You've got to be. You get to be. You get to be awesome because that's who you are. And I believe that all of you that have these ideas of what you want for 2022 can achieve it. But you got to be honest with yourself and you've got to create the environment to achieve what you want. And going back to those people that are being told that they're going to be dying this year, the 40%, here's another tip for you. Muster compassion. Be kind to everybody and make sure that you teach these people, not that they're going to die, but how to improve their health. How? By you being the example. Are you ready for 2022? Or are you just ready for February to get here so that you can go back to your old ways and said, well, I tried. Well, I tried. Enough. Enough of the lies. It's time to be honest with yourself. And I want to invite you on January 14th, 15th, 16th. Dr. Day will be there on the 14th. We're going to work on getting a closer relationship on Saturday with God. And then on Sunday, we put it all together. So Friday is the fundamentals. Saturday is getting that closer relationship. And Sunday is where we put it all together so that we can start living the life of our dreams. So what are you going to do about this? I'm going to read all your comments after in the Teacher's Pet Corner. So hang on, stay tuned, because I'll read it. And who knows, there might be some surprises afterwards. And please remember, it's a new year. It's a new truth. It's a new mindset. Take this journey with me. This is Lillian McDermott, wishing you love, peace, joy, and unexpected abundance. Make it the best day ever. Stay tuned. We're going to continue our conversation.
The opinions and advice expressed on the Lillian McDermott radio show are intended for the individual callers and guests on the program and are presented to our wider audience solely for general educational purposes. Please act responsibly and consult personally with your own medical, psychological, or nutritional expert before taking any steps to improve your life.
Okay, it's Onakama. Onakama. Okay, it's really tiny. It's really tiny. So thank you for writing it phonetically. Thank you so much, Thomas and Velma. Yes. So tell me, guys, what is your goal? What is it that you guys want to do? Okay, you can hear me. Yes. Hey, Dot. So nice to see you guys, Thomas and Alan. Okay, let's see. February 2nd is a very big day for the Freemasons. It is like Christmas for them, a special day for the Freemasons, February 2nd. Well, I won't be celebrating that. Okay, so let me look at, for those of you who join me on, I want to hear what you would like to take over. Take over. It's a takeover of your own life by your essence, not your ego, basically. Okay, we've got lots of emojis. My goodness. Let's see. Hey, Nancy. So nice. Happy New Year to all of you guys. It's so exciting to start. Honestly, I really want to be in bed right now. But you know what? That is what a commitment is about versus a feeling. I felt like staying in bed. It's only the 4th. I normally come back to work after the 6th, which is Epiphany. I still celebrate Epiphany. And because I took off the 2 weeks, it just landed on today. So we've got so much in January and February that we are doing. So I had to get back to work. Now, my feelings were not stronger than my commitment. Let me rephrase that. My commitment, because my feelings were strong. My commitment was stronger than my feelings. When I make a commitment and you break it, that does something to your body. That does something to your mind and spirit. It's a broken promise. Tell me, you as a child, how much did you like broken promises? Was that how you were able to be okay with it, by breaking your own promises? As a child, you made it okay to break a promise because it was the only way you could deal with the pain. Whenever you make a commitment and you break it, it's a violation of your own trust. So I want to encourage you to make your commitment stronger than your fear, than your feelings, than whatever it is that you're concerned about, right? Okay, so let's see. Dr. Day appearing tomorrow. That is great. She is my favorite. She is my favorite too. Ask her how to come the virus, enjoy blue states, and tend to avoid the red states. Okay. Oh, Happy New Year. Thank you so much. Thank you for blessing us. Thank you, Nancy, and yes, I love Jesus as well. There's only one supreme God, but people were different shades, see different perspectives. Absolutely. Oh, there's a person named Medina. Lily, you danced like Elaine from Seinfeld. Oh, that's funny. Thank you. Actually, Medina. Oh, Mel. Oh, Mel, that's my brother. Of course. I hope it's Mel. Let me see. It looks like it could be Mel. Silly. Anyway, yeah, I don't think I've ever been told that my dancing looks like Elaine from Seinfeld. Hey, but I can do that. I can do her. I can do her pretty well. Okay, guys. So you know that life is full of surprises. We don't know what we don't know, but we do know this, that right now is all we have. And if you want to achieve anything for this year, make that your focus. God, of course, is your topic, your top, that is your top, and God is in you. And so the two of you can create incredible stuff. Remember, you can do this and more. I believe in you. I know that whatever it is, whatever your fear is, but you got to acknowledge that there is a fear. It could be a fear of success. It could be a fear that you are much greater than you think you could ever be. People say that they're afraid of failure. Most people are afraid of success. They've put themselves in the failure box. They don't need to be there. They don't need to be there anymore. And so I want to encourage all of you to write down what you want. Let's see. Just sent my email. Dot, awesome. Now, Dot, I want you to send an email. I really want you to consider going to the workshop. Go to the workshop. And all of you consider going to the workshop. It is wonderful. It is a fun time. And we, of course, we laugh, we cry, we dance, we have so much fun getting to know ourselves. We can blame everybody for our shortcomings. Will that do you any good? What will do more for you to say somebody else has power over you, or you saying, I got this? God and I together are an overwhelming majority. We got this. Don't give away your power, because people will abuse it. Embrace it, create a plan. I hope one of those plans is to attend one of the workshops that we're doing. Like I said, Dr. Levy is February 6th. Dr. Bradley Campbell is January 29th. I'm going backwards, by the way. And then the I Am the Solution workshop is on January 14th through the 16th. Okay, guys, that's it for now for me. I am excited to start this new year with you. I hope that something that I said today will help you understand that a mindset is a thought. And if you become aware of your thoughts and not let these thoughts just run rampant in your mind, like hone them in, like you would do, wild horses or whatever it is. Just bring them in, become aware of them, and then write it down. Create a plan. Start with a spiral notebook and start writing the things that you want to do, and then create 3 action items per goal. So you might think 3 actions to get to that goal. There might be 3 actions for the actions. So each goal that you have, you need to come up with, like work backwards. And I've told you this story before, which is when I was invited to go hiking. I've never gone hiking before in the mountains in California. I said yes. I don't know why I said yes, but I did say yes. So after I said yes, I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I say yes for? I've never gone hiking. I don't know anything about hiking. I'm not going to sleep in the woods. I'm not going to do anything like that. I mean, camping out as well. And the first thing I did was not stress over being on the top of the mountain. The first thing I did was get some comfortable shoes, some hiking boots. That was my first step. Then after that, my next step was take my boots to the gym and walk on the treadmill. Then my next goal was to make the incline. You get the point. You don't get to the top of the mountain right at the top. You start one step at a time. And then all of a sudden you look backwards and you realize, oh my gosh, look how far I've come. Look how far I've come. You celebrate the victories and then you keep going forward. Keep going forward. And I hope and pray that 2022 will be about forward movement, forward thinking, constantly being in the moment and knowing that right now is all we have. I'm not going to mourn the future. I'm not going to shed tears about something that may or may not happen now. I will at the moment that I need to do it. So let's start being compassionate and loving. Let's start encouraging people to be the healthiest they can be in 2022. And you and I will lead by example. We'll see you soon. We'll see you tomorrow with Dr. Lorraine Day. Bye.